Hey you guys, it's Lisa Edwards here from Photo Bacon, and I know a lot of you, and this is how I used to feel, was I felt chained to my computer. You probably feel like, you can't get everything done you want, you can't spend enough time with your family, you can't do all the marketing you want to get more clients because you have so much editing to do. And you probably want your photos to look great, right? You don't feel like you could just take the photos straight out of your camera and be done. So, man, it took me a few years to figure this out, but the dream for me was it would be amazing if I could literally sit down to my computer and have my photos look polished, look great, just have to do minor tweaks to them, okay? And I'm not talking about paying somebody to edit. That's a whole nother ballgame. I'm talking about literally taking my photos, which I am not the best at, getting the correct exposure all the time, and that kind of thing, and just sitting down and having them look just like this, just how we see it here. And that's exactly what I've done here with my 1-2 punch. So the first part of the 1-2 punch is not having to watch Lightroom think, okay? So this little loading ball, when I go to see if it's completely sharp, that's a time suck. And it takes your photos longer to edit as well if you have to do that. Say I want to right? It's going to take a while. I'm just literally doing crazy crap here. Because every time you do something, a lot of times it's taking a second to kind of become sharp again and render what you're doing. Okay, so now that I made that look totally horrible, go back to 0 here. So you're going to be rendering 1-to-1 previews, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. But it's amazing how much quicker all my editing went when I didn't have to wait for Lightroom to think anymore. And especially if you don't have a brand spanking new computer and you have 20 megabyte files, trust me, this is something you absolutely have to do, is you have to render those 1-to-1 previews, or you're just going to hate yourself while you're editing because Lightroom's just going to be so slow. Okay, the second thing is this looks polished. It doesn't look perfect, but it looks like something I would just show my client. So I'm going to go to 0. 0 edits means this is exactly straight from camera. So this is the photo straight from camera, and then part 2 of the 1-2 punch, it's a little more fun. It basically means you're going to have a global preset, and I'm actually giving you guys my global preset for free. You're going to be able to download that along with this video. This looks good on everything. I'm going to click it. Boom. Looks pretty darn good, right? So this is how I would sit down to my computer, and that's been set on all these as well. I'm going to sit down, and this is what it's going to look like. And now all I have to do is minor tweaks. If I want to darken, brighten, add more contrast, mess with the color, whatever. But it already looks like something I could show my client, right? And I'd probably crop this one in, but oh, this one doesn't have the preset. Boom, done, right? I want to show you something. Look at the skin here compared to the skin here. It just, without adding any sort of actual softness, my curves and my color that some of my color edits in it have made it go from there to there. And he doesn't really have, let's see, does he have acne? He's got mostly just moles. But people that have acne, it actually diminishes their acne right off the bat. And so this is the first step and the most important step for me in my editing. It takes my portrait editing down to 20 minutes for a portrait session. Now, if somebody has acne, it takes me longer than the 20 minutes. If it's a family session with little kids, it takes me longer because I usually have more photos to go through and more faces to look at. But I can edit in 20 minutes, and this is the first part of that. So I'd love for you guys to download my preset, test it out, see if it works for you, and hopefully seriously cut at least 2 hours out of your editing every week. I was a little scared and hesitant to give this preset away. I don't know why. It's some weird, I don't know, it feels like it's my preset and no one else can have it, but I'm giving it to you guys because I want everyone else to be able to edit super quickly, okay? I'm going to actually show you guys a couple, some of these were done with Flash. I want to show family, like here in this photo, 0 edit, boom, to edit it, and then I would just brighten. Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go to 0 edit here. Look at that, you guys. And now I'm just gonna, because this is gonna be more realistic, right? I botched my exposure there. Say I exposed decently, here we are, and then we add on the preset, boom, done. I would show this. If I didn't have time, if I was like strapped for time, I would just show it just like this. If I had time to kind of go through and edit a little, I might add a little contrast, maybe add a little vibrance, and there we go, and I'm done. So if you guys want to speed up your Lightroom workflow super quick, save 2 hours, at least a week, download that preset and give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you guys on if this turbo speeds it up by doing that, plus the one-to-one previews, and how this one-to-one punch technique is working for you guys.